The amount of negative energy and information we have been forced to take in is mind-boggling, honestly. We're not just forcing ourselves to see things we do not want to see that are inhumane. We're forcing our children to live in a reality that is unsafe and doesn't add any educational value to them. This is what we're doing to our kids. You know the funniest part? For years, people have said, do not trust the poor man because the poor man doesn't have money and cannot be trusted with power. But I say, do not trust a man who has money and forgets himself because of small influence. One thing I have always been good at is observing people and their behaviors, the way they move even when they do not speak. Give an average man who is going through poverty and stress, give him a little bit of followers and watch them change. All of a sudden, they're better than everyone else. All of a sudden, they cannot relate to where they come from. All of a sudden, they are superior. That's why majority of the time, people wouldn't trust the average poor man because they feel like they haven't smelt and tasted power yet. But it's not about the poor man, it's about humans in general. For centuries, the world has been broken and we've gotten into wars because of power. Because people do not know how to react when they're given platforms, when they're given opportunities to show themselves as leaders. People think oppression is leadership. Oh, I'm going to say something today and you're going to get offended by it because you're in the position of power. I watch people's behaviors and I watch people's characters and I judge them based on that, not the money in their pockets. Because half the time they are full of egos. They do not know what to do with themselves half the time. So now we come down to leadership. Oh, we have a lot of groups right now. We have PDP, we have APC, we have NDC, we have ADD. In fact, numbers tire me at this point. But observe each one of those parties. I would never accept, and I do not want to accept, and I do not want the people to accept APC because it has been trialed and tested. We have seen what APC leaders can do under stress. When the country is burning, we have seen what they can do to our economy. We have seen how they have turned a blind eye to the sufferings of the people. We have felt it. And funny enough, this behavior is what leads a lot of people into the streets. It's so funny we cry of banditry right now, while there are some Nigerians that are on TikTok receiving monetary values from the same people who are unaliving you. And mind you, they're not just unaliving you, they're turning you into pepper soup. Oh, I did myself such a disservice yesterday by going to search for those videos and I saw it with my eyes and I couldn't believe it. All of a sudden, the idea of eating just made me sick. We give people power. And then you look at some other people who are so good at giving us false illusions, giving us false hope, making us feel like, oh, if we put them in power, they are going to all of a sudden change the narrative and change the way we move. They've not tasted power yet. They might have a little bit of money, but they've not tasted pure power. Watch them change when you give them power. All of a sudden, they become the system that we are screaming about. Now watch those who have the power and have the money and watch how calmly they stay during serious situations. They're not interested in coming out to be loud and they're being scrutinized all the time. They're interested in finding solutions. They're interested in listening to the people. They're not interested and they're not showing us that they're better than us. They're showing us that, listen, together we can find a solution. Full transparency. That's a person who has power and influence and is not easily offended by anyone trying to take it away from them. In fact, leave it to them. They wouldn't even fight for the position because they know who they are. You don't know who to vote for? Watch people's behavior. Observe them. How do they deal with stress? How do they deal with pressures? What are they doing behind the scenes that you do not see? A lot of people are expecting a certain somebody to be loud and come and talk and yada, yada, yada. But watch what they do behind the scenes. These are people that have been criticized, but still with no proof. These are people, watch people's backlog, like watch the way they react. watch what they have done in the past. A lot of people don't even know how to dream about change because all they see is their present situation. They cannot dream past where we are right now. Watch our leaders, man. There's some of them that are fighting so desperately, even when our country says we don't want you. They're fighting to preserve that name, that glory, because they are high off the glory. They do not see you or me because they are not interested in you or me. These are people that are of very suspicious character. I do not want those kind of people living within us and ruling us. I want a leader who gives not false hope to the people, but gives them realistic hope that makes me feel like my child is safe in this economy and in this country, one of the biggest, the giants of Africa. I am not interested in digesting negative energy every single day. I am interested in building my character and building the character of the people around me. I am interested in living in a society where I can feel proud to come out and people are smiling genuinely, not fake smiling, not pretending. I want to feel safe around my people. I don't care who you are. You could be Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, even Fulanis. And you know what's the saddest part of what's going on in Nigeria right now? A lot of innocent people will be crucified just because of their tribe. I want to go back to the time when I could look at a Fulani man and I felt safe genuinely. I lived in the north. I lived in Bida, Suleja, Mina, Kaduna. I lived there and I lived amongst Hausas and Muslims and Fulanis, and I never felt stressed or scared of them. The people, the present bandits that are going around trying to take power and everything, if you look at them and observe them well, they don't even look Nigerian at all. We're going to crucify ourselves and we're going to be fighting to put the wrong people in power because we are scared of change. I want to live in a country where I could breathe, whether I am financially stable or not. I want to live in a country where I feel ease, allow my creative minds pop, allow my visions come to life, not every single day digesting things that my brain cannot even comprehend. I'm going to start focusing also on inspiring my fellow Nigerians to dream big, because once they can see the vision and once they can start building characters and once they can realize love is the only way forward, we will be fine. But they keep us here. They want us to be here. They want us fighting each other. Look at it. If we're not fighting tribes, we're fighting between men and women. There's always a gender war. Have you ever sat down to ask yourself, like, but why? When if there is love, we can actually reunite and create something beautiful. We keep giving power out of fear to the wrong people because we don't know what it feels like to live in a safe environment. Every single day you wake up, whether you're successful or you don't have a wealth, ask yourself, what positive change have you done for yourself today? What have you done to help lift your spirits up and to help bring back hope? What have you done to the average Nigerian today that gave them a smile or made them feel hope? Nigeria is the biggest African nation ever, and it will rise again. All you need to do is vote correctly. All you need to do is stop listening to the noise and watch people's characters. All you have to do is focus on what they have done in the past under pressure. That's what you need, not division. That's what we need right now. Focus. Get your PVCs. And if INEC refuses to open the doors for us, storm their offices, not aggressively, but demand your rights. That is your right as a Nigerian. Make them as uncomfortable as they make you. Because this Nigeria I see in my head, it's not a mirage. It's not fake. We are at the bottom right now because everything has to crumble before it rises again. Remember to keep that hope in your mind. If you have lost it, bring it back. Bring that hope back, because I am telling you, I see that vision and it is real and there's light at the end of the tunnel, and no one is going to take that away from me. Even if you eat thy flesh, no one will take that vision away from me. We need peace and we need to use sense. Get your goddamn PVC. Thank you.